Hello, friends. Welcome. Today is a great day because guess what? Guess what? Ding! Our catalog is live, and I am super, super excited. Anyways, sorry, I got overwhelmed by my excitement. My name is Maria from Maria's Crafting Corner, and I am so glad you guys are here. Um, Hi, Bobby. How are you? It's so cool to have you here. Where are you from? I am fairly new to doing lives. I'm still a little shy, let's be honest. Um, I have been working on some step cards, and I have to tell you guys, it is. You see me? Okay, good. Yay. Yeah, it was taking a little bit. Can you hear me well? I know there's a delay in that. I have to say, guys, it completely throws me off. It's so funny. I know, right? The excitement. Oh my God. There's so many beautiful things in this catalog, I have to say. Or maybe I'm just biased because I like Stampin' Up. Who knows? I do. Our card today is going to be from Hues of Happiness, and I'll show you here in a little bit. It's just gorgeous. And then I made another card. Oh, New Jersey. That's so cool. Well, welcome, Bobby. I really appreciate you being here. That's again, for somebody that's just starting, it's super cool to have people from other places. Thank you. Okay, so I got distracted. I have ADD, just in case you guys didn't know, so I get distracted easily. Um, I was going to say so. Oh, okay. So my story for today. I saw this pin in Pinterest, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it was, just like the regular step card, but it looked like 3D. And I've tried to explain this to my husband, and he kind of laughed at me. But it was kind of like one step, and then like the step and another step kind of setting. And the picture looked like you could actually hold the thing. And I was in love with it. I have to say, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect for scenes. And then I tried to make it, and it just didn't work, right? I'll show you guys the pin if I find it here before the end of the live. It was so frustrating because what I had in mind was not happening. So I have to say that I had to play with what I got, and I decided to go with what I think was the first, or should be the first step card, which is, let me show you something like this, right? So, and again, this is my little template for myself to figure out what I have to do. That's how my brain works. So this is what we ended up doing today. Just to put a little extra into it, I decided to, oh wait, this is the one I'm doing. Um, I decided to try to make it like a gift card holder. It's gonna be cute, I think. So let's start, and let's see, Bobby. Let me change to this one live, and there we are. Oops, so excited. Anyways, I have my catalog here because of course I had to, and Bobby probably knows this very well. This is the Hues of Happiness, which is slowly turning to be my favorite. Let me turn on another light. I think this may help a little bit. Ta-da! That looked weird. But definitely one of my favorite. The colors of this paper is adorable. And I do love the fact that you can use some of the dyes. And, oh, really? I have all my little dice, yeah, in a little, not a book, but I got them all in one of those plastic scrapbook for the scrapbook paper, or for the scrapbook. That's where I keep them for now. I'm just starting, Bobby, so I just think that, like it or not, I have to kind of go from what I have. But I love it. It's just so cool. Anyways, so this is the one I'll be using today. I did make another card with He's the Man, since Father's Day is coming, so I made one for my husband, and I figured might as well do it for these. And I do have it will be included in the PDF tutorial. Well, because yes, there's a PDF tutorial that will be in my blog. I did make the measurements for the regular 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because the one we're making today is 6 by 6. I have a thing for the bigger cards. I can't help it. I just guess there's more space to decorate, and I do give a lot of my cards in person, and so I think that's why. Anyway, so let's start. We of course are going to need our adored trimmer, and ta-da! I have a 6 by 12 piece of cardstock of Night Navy and Night of Navy. Sometimes I forget the names. I don't know what or how, but it happens. And we are going to, and I cut it and I started scoring, and I'm like, wait, Maria, don't score yet. I just got all too excited because I really want to make this card, I guess. So we are going to score. The first score is at 1 1/4. And again, this one is already scored, but just for the sake of, we're going to score it slowly. And then the next one is at 2 1/2. Because I am not very good in math, but I have been able to, I do okay paying attention to certain details. So steps, in order for them to work, the first step and the back, of course, have to measure the same. So that's how you will know more or less how it's going to go. So we said 2 1/2, and from there we're going to go to 4 1/4. So that's our next score line. And then we're going to go to 6. And there it is. And I know I say this very often, but this trimmer, Bobby, tell me, do you love the trimmer? Isn't this trimmer like the bomb? I love it to pieces. I keep making fun because I keep saying that it's because of this trimmer that I started like paying attention to measurements, and it just made it so easy. And then from 6 we're going to go to 8 3/4. And finally we are going to go to 11 1/2. And this is super cool, and I'll tell you why. When we have 11 1/2. When I show you the next one, it is super interesting, but the other one I didn't do this, and having this little flap in here, it's 1/2 inch, really works to help the card stand better. So just so you know, and that's it. Like, that's all we need to do to get this card going, right? Super simple. And then we fold mountain, and then valley. Whoops, should have put some more effort on those scores. And if you don't know, this is mountain, and of course if you see it this way, it makes sense, and this is why we call it valley. And then we have another mountain and go valley. And this is what I was telling you guys. If you see, all of them get to the same spot, but this is because this one and this one are the same measurement, and this one is the same measurement, but it's calculating that it reaches to the bottom of the card. We have some valley, a mountain, this is the biggest one, and the little one goes valley. And of course we're going to need it is a little bit hiding in there, our bone folder, one of the other marvelous things that we have. And we're going to score our friend. There goes one other score. The last of the scores up here, and this one. And that's all we need. Isn't that super cute and super simple? There you go. There's our card. Okay. Hi, is it Maureen? How are you? Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. So we're making just a step card, just a regular card, and there it goes. I do recommend that whenever you do this card, make a little flap like this one. I didn't do it in the A2 that I made in the other card, and I'll show it to you. And it has a little of a harder time standing than if you do this. It kind of really helps. So this is my card, simple. Now we're going to work with decorating it. And I have most of it in my little bag here. Like I was telling Bobby a little bit ago, we are going to try to make it like a little gift card holder. And here's my idea. So we'll put that one behind there. These are all the pieces. And same as always, I already have them linked below, all the measurements, and they will be in the free PDF tutorial that you guys can download. That makes it so much easier, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we're just going to kind of put this puzzle together. I have here my my little template for the little wall, which by the way I embossed incorrectly, so it's going to come from this way instead of this way, which was initially what I wanted, but it's all good. And so I have it here. We'll do that later. Let's move our pieces so I don't get confused, because we don't want that. If you guys are Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I know Bobby is. I did die cut tons of the flowers for what we're going to do in the main part of the card. And that's one of the things I love about Stampin' Up, right? Just, oh my God, I absolutely love the fact that you have dies to cut your paper. That to me is brilliant. I don't know if somebody else does it, but I really appreciate when Stampin' Up! Does it, because it makes it so simple. So we have these two pieces, and this is, by the way, my favorite paper. I am in love with this paper. All of it is just the colors, the brush strokes, the flowers. I'm a flower person. Are you guys flower people? I love flowers. The colors is one of the things that really got me into it. It's just so beautiful. Okay, let me grab my Stampin' Seal Plus, which is hiding. I found it. And we're going to start this process. And this is Pool Party, which I am almost making a mistake. Okay, and let's go ahead and put that one. And so what I'm going to use is just the, if you don't know very well the hues of happiness, it has all the, not all the colors of the rainbow, but it's very rainbowy. And so oh, great, Maureen. So you are excited too? I have to say, I felt like a little kid right before Christmas. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awful. I'm like, I am trying to decide if my family is going to eat this week or if I'm just getting more Stampin' Up! Stuff than the order I already have. And I love everything they have. They have one that I can't wait to get a hold of. It's the Friends of the Forest, or Forest Friends, or something like that. Oh my God, I love that one. I love animals. It's just a thing. So, oof. Love. So yeah, I think I'm not sure again if my family is going to eat this week or if I'm just going to get Stampin' Up! Stuff. And okay, one important thing, I'm kind of an OCD person, and I decorate the back of the steps, right? You don't need to do that, really. Again, it's kind of my OCD. I can't help it. I like the colors. I like to see some variation, I guess, and I just do it. So, you don't have to do it. If you want to do it like I am, then you'll need, of course, 2 pieces of these, 2 pieces for this step. For this one, this is where we'll put the taller one, and then 1 piece for here. And no, I did not decorate this, in case you guys were wondering. Although it's not a bad idea. I shouldn't take too much. Okay, so for these, step, I decided to use this paper. And unfortunately, it's super hard to cut because the flowers are not vertical or horizontal. They're, how do you call it? In an angle? Okay, Spanish speaking is hitting. I completely agree. That's the attitude, Bobby. So, bottom line, I could not get like another straight line, sort of, that only included like the blue and the pool party. So I figured that I was going to use the other side for this side, and that will probably look good. And even for this, because it has so much yellow, I have some of the flowers side I cut, and I'm thinking I can just put them in here as well. And that, you know, again, sometimes my oops, this is kind of fighting with me. Let's move. Let's bring our silicone craft sheet to the mix, because that helps. Definitely helps. I don't know if you guys know Lisa Crucio. Oh, look at that. Made a mistake, peeps. Let's try to do this the simple way, which is we'll mark it. Why is it? I'll have to check this. But we're going to mark it here. And it's about a quarter. And I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to have to cut it by scissors because it is already, which, by the way, peeps, I am so bad cutting by like cutting straight in scissors. I don't know. Are you guys good with that? I can't cut anything straight for the name of a God. It's just awful. So don't laugh when you see my cutting. You're not allowed to laugh. Well, fine, you can laugh. It's all good. Cross fingers. Okay, and that's as good as it gets. I'm not going to see, it's not. Look at that. It's not straight. I can't believe it. It's just how funny I am. But same as always, because this is crafting, guess what? We can fix it somehow. That's one of the things I love about crafting, is that you can't try to make things. And if you make a mistake, you can't fix it. And there's always ways to fix it. And so, again, I showed you guys earlier, I got tons of this. And I am thinking we can put some of the smaller flowers that we have. I'm looking, oh, Fresh Fresh is probably one of my favorite colors. I can't help it. See, we can probably put this one here. What you guys think? I think that will make it, will give a different statement. I think I want it like so. I'm gonna go with that. Because, by the way, this is a gift for a friend. I have one of my, she's okay, I have to think about this. She is my husband's uncle, significant other. It takes me a little bit to kind of get those things decided. But there you go. That looks pretty good. Nobody will notice. And she loves the pool party color. She just adores it. So whenever I think of something pool party, I just think of her. And so this card is for her. She, she's not my mom or anything, but she's the one that's going to get it for Mother's Day. Because I am from Costa Rica, and we celebrate Mother's Day in August. Oh, wait. Now that I think about it, is this going to be? Oh, okay. Just double checking since I didn't cut the other one. This Bobby, this is probably one of my favorites. I have to tell you, see, that's what's happened when I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So please forget me there. I even the first time I saw it, when we just got the catalog, I was like, how is something so happy and beautiful? And yeah, I absolutely loved it. So I was thinking, I have one of the roses here that I wanted to put like one in here in a, just maybe two in the Night of Navy. Hi, Sus. How are you? It's good to have you back. Thank you for being here. We are making a regular step card. I am guessing that this had to be the initial. Let me, hmm, let me do this. Think about this for a second before I make another mess. And then we can have that. So, Sus was here last week and it was a long video, right, Susie? Because I was definitely having far too much fun with that. With the one I was making. That was so long. So I really appreciate your patience that day. It ended up being a nice card, I have to say. I love that. So I just want to put another one like here. Just kind of to keep the idea of the flowers. And I know this is going to be like Night of Navy on Night of Navy, but let's see how it goes. I like to create on the go. Can't help it. Yeah, you can sort of see it. And anyways, this is going to go in the back, right? Like I said last time, and Sissy was here for that. That was a lot of cutting we did that day. You don't have to decorate the back. It's me. It's a me thing. I can't help it. Always when you have these cards, make it, just make it straight. It's so much easier to put. Did any of you guys have received the paper pumpkin? Because I got mine and I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love it. So we're going to go with the bigger step, and this is a 6x6. No, I'm just kidding. This is a 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. Okay, and so I'm going to put the card there for a second. This is our, we're going to put this one, and this is 1/8 smaller, so 5 3/4 and 5 3/4, and this is what we are going to make as our little wall. And really what I did for this one, thank you, Susie, I appreciate that. What I did for this one was just cut it. This is an 1/8 smaller, but you can cut it even the same 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. All I did really was, align these to the 2-inch mark and cut 2, and then just turn it around and cut. Let me bring the trimmer. That may be easier. Sorry. Let's see. So I did this 2, and then I moved this and put this here and cut all the way. Of course, this would have been here, but you know what I'm saying. There was steel paper, and cut all the way here, because to the cut, move back to the, let's call it vertical position, and then place this at 2 again. So all I did was making it 2s. Of course, this last step is not perfect, but the reality is I just figured we're going to cover it with some of the the flowers, so it didn't have to look perfect. Now I know that you guys are not newbies, but I did this with our, oh my god, bricks and mortar embossing folder, or mortar and bricks. I always forget its name. Brick and mortar. There it is. Which I absolutely love, because I love kind of like things hanging from walls. I don't know, it's a thing. As you can tell, I did it backwards. I should have done it this way, because I don't know, I didn't do it backwards, but I was thinking it was going to go this way, and it's not going the other way, but it's all good. And again, you're not newbies, but for whomever doesn't know, I just used our gray granite, and using a dauber, just put a little bit all over here, really not into not a whole lot, as you can tell, just to create that idea of aged, and run it through the embossing machine. I don't want to do that because I tend to make longer cards and longer videos, and I try not to, but it happens, so try not to make it too long. I end up cutting some things, and of course. Okay, this is gonna go in our pool party friend. And again, this is just an eighth smaller. And this one is going to go in here. Now, this is an eighth smaller too, so we are going to calculate that. It doesn't really matter, again, because if we do it all the way to the bottom, like if we align it to the other white piece, we're going to get just a little bit of difference here and a little bit of difference here, and we can put flowers in there. So in this case, this is what we're going to do. I wanted, oops, as you can tell, I've been practicing with my little birdie. I want this to be a gift card holder. And my idea is we're going to put this one on dimensionals, and this one's going to go inside. And in order to do that, I made these, which is just using our, gosh, I always forget their scallop contour dies. I absolutely love them. And of course I use some of the flowers just to stamp here, very basic. But this way we can put the friend here, and this will go inside. And I know we're going to have this one, but we need it to be a little bit out so the person know that there's something inside, right? So we're going to put some dimensionals on here and on here, but be mindful not to be big. So I cannot, if I'm not going to use just regular dimensionals, sorry, I'm going to use our if I find them now, because of course they're hiding. Don't you just love it when they hide themselves somewhere? There they are. I want to use these, the foam sticks. They are awesome. So that way, because they're not too thick, too wide, and then I can use it all over, and that just makes it, I feel like it will look more finished when you see it from the side. And we're going to cut this one, and we are going to do the same here, and then cut another piece to make it go all the way to the top. I'm just eyeballing it. It's going to be a little bigger, but it doesn't matter. We're going to cut it. And of course, this cannot be like all floppy, right? So we're going to have to decide where the card is going to go. And let's say there. And from there, we can put some extra, no, not there. I'm thinking here. Well, obviously here. And if you hear a dog barking, is my daughter's baby, who is probably hearing that she just got back home from working, and it's probably super excited because that means food. Food and water, I guess not water, but yeah. I'm gonna put this tiny piece in here. So this is how it's going to look from the back after we put these strips, which I love. I think it takes away a lot of the guessing. We're going to put it here. And then we'll have our little thing with a pull-up. So what I am thinking is I'm going to use my office supply. I know, it's just so funny. Like, I'm so new to Stampin' Up, right? That there are things that I just don't have. And I've seen some of those great round circle punches. Who has some of those? I would love to have some of those. They are so cool, but I just don't have any of those. And so I'm like, okay, whatever I have. And that's an old thing that I got from, for work. And so here we go. And so I have these, it's Stampin' Up, but I can't remember the name of it. And we're just going to make it super quick. And I'm going to make it a little bit longer. Oops. Because, okay, there you go, Maria. I told you guys I don't know how to cut, right? So I was not kidding. This one is a little bit too disastrous. There you go. So the person that receives it knows to pull it. And then we can just add, of course, our gift card. with glue dots, and that's where it will stay. Now let's put this one and start decorating. So what did you guys get from the new catalog? Okay, I am going to get these aligned as best as I can. And I always say as best as I can because we all know that it is hard when you're not looking like right on top of it. But there it goes. And there it is. Super, super simple. We just turned it into a gift card holder. They will know for sure that this goes. And so now let's move that out of the way so we can focus on decorating this. And again, I just love this. Right? Me too. I was being very good with the, the retired ones. I'm like, okay, don't get the retired ones. Don't get many of the retired ones. Just stick to the new catalog, right? And then since they were retired, a couple of bundles that were still in the new catalog, I ordered the Blessings of Home, I think is how it's called, which I always liked, and I don't know why I didn't order it before. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to order that one. And so I placed an order like last Friday. And I was like, that's dumb, Maria, because I know I'm going to do something today. Anyways, that's where we're at. And I wanted to show you guys something super funny. Again, going back to why I love this paper. Look at, this is how my paper looked after all the cutting and die cutting of it. I absolutely love that idea. So you can actually play with all these flowers and place them whatever you want, and not color. I mean, you don't have to stamp, you don't have to color, just die cut. And I think it's brilliant. I know I've said that already, but I am in love with that idea. And again, partially because I'm fairly new to Stampin' Up, I'm thinking that I was not aware of that. The first time I saw it was last year when I started. And oh my God, I was so, I'm going to put this one a little bit inside. And then we're going to put this right here. And we're just going to be playing with these flowers to decide where we want them. I have, some of these are die cut, some of these I just fussy cut, but not difficult really. Let's be honest, it's not a difficult thing. And by the way, I love these colors. The combination of the Coastal Cabana, the Night of Navy, and the Pool Party is probably one of my favorites. I cannot tell you how much I love it. And I'm thinking that if I put this one underneath, the card won't make it a problem for the card. You'll barely see it, but it'll be a nice touch. Okay, and these are the flowers I have. And let me bring this one here. And I have another one in the Pool Party. And of course I told you guys, I love the fresh freesia. Actually, instead of this one, we're going to put, oh, wait, look at that. I did cut some in the corner. I'm just saving because I didn't want to waste nothing of that. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful. I didn't want to waste anything of it. I think I'm going to put this one up here. And all we're doing is playing. I don't know why I'm struggling if I have the take your pick, right? I don't know why I choose to struggle when I know I have this. And we're going to put this one here. And what do you guys think? Does it need more? I kind of tend to put a whole lot, and I'm not sure if it's good or if it's bad, but yeah. We still have some of these. I think maybe this one a little bit down there. And I'm going to put this one in here too. What do you guys think? Does that look good? I absolutely love these colors. Anyways, let's, before I keep going and get too excited, I'm gonna leave them there because I am going to use the one that says friend from the stamp set. And then I'm going to use this one because I really love it. You're wonderful in every way. I love that one. I think that that's such a good description from my friend. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put this one, and that's going to go there. And I'm going to go, I'm debating. Coastal Cabana, I think I'm going to go with. Because there's too much blue and I want something, hopefully it shows. Thank you, Bobby. You're so nice. And I don't know if it happens to you guys, but I have had times when the first time I used the stamp, it kind of does not stamp well. I don't know. It's happened a couple times. So since then, I'm like, that's not happening anymore. I am just trying it on my grid paper, of course. And there's our friend. I think I like the Coastal Cabana. That was a nice choice. And of course, I have to get dirty because it's Maria. Okay, so we're going to start with gluing, and I'm going to go, and of course use glue because it's going to be much easier than for moving parts, right? So we're going to get that one. This one already has some sort of glue, so I'm going to put just a little bit there, and we know it's going to go on its own. And I'm going to put some of it, and I'm going to put it underneath. So it sticks there to the corner of the friend. And let's start playing. Oh, I love decorating. I think it's like putting a puzzle, but I like decorating so much more. So that one was there. And again, so be mindful, of course, of not putting glue on the top of it because it's just going to be glued to part of it. And so we're going to use glue in half of it and calculate. So let me ask you, Bobby, do you, oh my God, really? Is it only, Bobby, in the polymer stamps? Oh, see, I didn't know that. I just learned learned by experience. let's not go there of how I learned it, but yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's why. I was wondering why, sometimes it and it's not all the time. It's just sometimes that I feel like I stamp and then it does not do well. I don't know. Now when I move that one a tiny bit up here and this one here. Bobby, do you have a channel too? I'm just wondering. I think that we should all support each other, right? And kind of beat the algorithm, YouTube's algorithm or whatever it's called. That's my take on life. We should beat it just being supportive. So if you guys have a channel and let me know, put it down there so I can go and subscribe to your channel. Now there it goes. Where's my little, okay, we're going to put this one here. I'm going to move this one because I want more blue. So aren't those three colors perfect together? Is it me? Is it me that I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute? I don't know, I just find it so beautiful. And we're going to put that one there. I am thinking, should I move this one instead? No, I'm going to leave it as I had it. Let's not get too creative, Maria. And of course, I'm being mindful of, oh, you don't do him here on YouTube? I try to go to Facebook, but I don't think that people, well, because I'm fairly new, right? So I have like I don't have a whole lot of experience in who and lots of people like joining, obviously. So I'm really thankful, guys, for joining and sticking here with me. That's super cool. I appreciate it. Um, and but Facebook does not seem to be like a super good platform for me, anyways. But I don't have a Facebook group, so that's probably why. Maybe that's where I need to invest some of my timing, right? Is creating a Facebook group or something like that. Okay, you see me fighting? I'm still fighting. I have the tool here, and I'm still fighting with it. So dumb. I'm wondering if I want a bigger blue that goes underneath. Nope. I'm gonna use a smaller blue. So how long have you been demonstrators? Just wondering. Okay, let's start with the greenery. Okay, so let's focus on getting the card. I'm chatting too much, huh? It's like having friends. That's how it feels. And I just realized it's getting later, Maria. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's just funny how you get distracted and talking and then like, oh, whoops. Let me see. I want this one here. Okay. Okay, and again, everything. Oh my God, really? 10 years, jeez. See, you have all the experience. Someday I'll be there. I think that what I really want is kind of to make this my, I keep saying like my retirement plan. This is what I want it to be. You know? Like I wanted to think, okay, this is what I'm going to do when I retire. That's when that's my thought. So in my brain I have, 20 more years to make a business to make a profitable business out of it. Ah, jeez. Okay, I'm thinking I want some of these green just to break that the blues. Okay, and so this is how it looks. And let me bring our friend here. This will go underneath. And they will still see that there's something here because there's... Oh, really, Maureen? That's cool. And so they will know that there's something to pull up here, but this is how the card would look like. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Okay, let's focus on finishing. I get too distracted. I'm so sorry. Did I mention I'm ADD with that? Is that a good excuse? I'm going to move everything away so there's not a whole lot of a mess. And of course, this is where the next stamp is going to be. And I'm going to stick to the Coastal Cabana. And I love this. Okay. And I'm like, let me see. I feel like, is it really there all the way? Okay. There you go. Look at that. I didn't even put a cricket. That's good news. I'm getting better. It's just so funny. Okay. You know, one of those things that I never thought... Oh, did you guys see? Why didn't you guys tell me? You're making a mess, Maria. At least I don't do it all the way, and so the mess is not too messy. But let me see before I push it together. There. Ah. See, now it's not worth it. That's so not cool, Maria. You guys think? Do I leave it? Do I cut another piece? No, I'm cutting. Sorry. I'm just going to make this. Hey, when I'm not paying enough attention. But then again, did I mention I'm OCD? Yes. So I keep talking. Oh, you know, that's a great idea, Susie. I like that idea. I didn't think of it. So we're going to cut it this way. And I know that's, again, just to fix a wrapper. That's what it is. But sometimes it happens. And finally, the last piece. Let's see. Don't you just love this trimmer? Look, cut both of them at the same time. And I'm going to cut a tiny bit more in here because I am seeing that it's not. Ha! Awesome. Again, man, this trimmer is like, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. And just for the sake of the video, I'm not going to go and cut another piece, but it will look okay just as is. In the back, because this is just for the back for you to write the your sentiment. Thank you guys for being so patient. I'm getting a little better at not making the video so long. I think I get excited about some of the projects I see, and I'm like, yes, that one, and I do. Get definitely too excited, and then I realize, oops, that is a long video. That's what happened last time, right, Susie? It was so long. It was like, oh my goodness in heavens. Okay, and of course it's always much easier to just glue this once it's all, or adhere this once it's all finished. And they're set. Okay, ta-da! That's what I think. That one. Okay, this one is not working very well. I think that, oh, there it is. There you go. What you guys think? That's how it looks. These definitely helps to keep it standing. So let me bring you the other one. This is the one I did for my husband using He's the Man. I love that paper. And isn't it so cute? Yeah, that's so funny, Bobby. That's the first thing I got. Like, I started using it, and then of course you end up cutting all sorts of things, right? I end up cutting acetate with it, and what's the other thing? Oh, you know those magnetic sheets to put, I use them to put them here. I cut that with them too. Like, in the end, I end up cutting everything. So here's the other card. This is the regular step card for my husband for Dad's Day. Isn't that cute? I love this paper. And we're campers. We love camping. And he loves, you know, go hunting and everything. So I think this was perfect for him. And it has so many other varieties, right? It has, like, for the guy that likes to cook or barbecue, for the guy that's more like an office man. I love it. And this is the one that's 4 1/4 by 5.5. But see, I don't know. Well, now it's behaving because I'm telling you guys about it. But I think that the other one, it's much easier when you have it when it has that little pop-up in the back. But I have not calculated how to leave the pop-up. And I made this one just simple. And that's why I end up liking, you know, like getting all the paper. What you guys think? I think I like that when they're decorated. I can't help it. I think I just like, and it's a good way to use scraps, right? So there we are. So these are our cards. I'm gonna put them like this. They tend to do that. Does that happen to you guys when you do this kind? This is too. Oh, I know. You know what? I didn't think of this. I think that what's throwing it a little bit off is the dimensionals I put in them, because these don't have dimensionals. So this do not like this standing well, but when you fold it, it feels like too thick, and that is why. Definitely, that's why. Anyways, these are my 3 cards. I hope you guys like them. Thank you so much for being here. I love coloring. Do you guys like coloring? Oh my god, I love this. I am so glad this is in the new catalog as well. I was so happy because I'm like, oh my god, I love them. And it's just a beautiful set to color. So these are the cards. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I did another video, and if you give me a second, let me bring it to you. I don't know if you guys have a paper pumpkin, but this is the video I'm going to upload on Thursday for the paper pumpkin kit for April. Haha, isn't that super cute? I love it. It's so cute. And I always say I only use what's in the kit, but white paper and the black paper, well, cardstock. And probably, what else do I use extra? The Stampin' Seal Plus and glue. I mean, it's just like the basic. But yeah, this is going to, I'm going to be uploading this video on Thursday because I'm trying to work on just paper pumpkin alternatives because I love this month's paper pumpkin was cute. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.